I do not want you missing a single opportunity or bag this year at all, because we're not doing it. We're not. We're getting all the bags, all the opportunities this year. It is our year. Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to the official Thompson Resume Writing YouTube channel where I share weekly tips and hints on how to update, prepare, or refresh your resume and LinkedIn profile for your job search. I am Tamika Thompson. I am the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company. I specialize in transforming bland, lackluster resumes and LinkedIn profiles into powerful selling tools that help corporate mid-level, management, and executive professionals land interviews 2 times faster. Keeping up with the theme of 2022 content that I've been doing, in this video, I'll be giving you several 2022 job search tips for you to leverage all of today's apps, resources, platforms, technology, etc. for maximum job search success. I do not want you missing a single opportunity or bag this year at all, because we're not doing it. We're not. We're getting all the bags, all the opportunities this year. It is our year. Now, when it comes to job searching, most people make some pretty common mistakes, and that includes not leveraging their network, only using job boards, not having the right materials, and being inconsistent. And those mistakes or those missteps can actually cause your job search to take weeks or months longer than it actually should. And that is what we do not want. If you plan on searching for a new job this year, here are several tips to make sure that you're equipped with everything you need and that you're leaving no stone unturned, unflipped, or unused while on the hunt for your next career opportunity. Number one is to use LinkedIn. Now, in a blog post that I shared on my website a while back titled 5 LinkedIn Stats That Will Make You Create or Update Your LinkedIn Profile, I shared some pretty interesting figures in there, which include the fact that over 94% of recruiters use LinkedIn to source candidates, over 20,000 recruiters use LinkedIn exclusively to source candidates, and over 20 million jobs are shared exclusively or posted exclusively on LinkedIn that may not be shared anywhere else. And I'm pretty sure those numbers have increased since the start of the pandemic, which means if you are not using LinkedIn, if you don't have a profile, if you don't log on, if you're not active, if you don't even know what LinkedIn is, you are seriously missing out because it can be a powerful tool that you can use in your job search. Using LinkedIn and job boards to both apply to and discover jobs means double the opportunities and double the chances that you have of landing interviews. Plus, if you're using LinkedIn to apply to a job, there is some additional digging that you are able to do before you officially apply and obtain some additional information. That includes how much the job may be paying, which may not be listed on the job board. You're also able to see the person that is directly hiring or who will be directly recruiting for this role, and you're able to see how many applicants have applied for the position in addition to yourself. In addition to that, by being on LinkedIn and actively using the platform, you do have the opportunity to being the first person to hear about roles as soon as they become available. It's not uncommon for HR specialists or talent acquisition reps to make a post when they're looking to fill a position, and they do encourage people to comment below or message them directly if they are interested. And that's just something that you cannot get on Indeed or Monster or Career Builder. Number two is to make sure that your resume is ATS friendly and it's keyword optimized. The good old ATS. Y'all love to hate it. Seriously, I don't know why the ATS gets so much hate. It's very simple. You follow the rules, you do what you're supposed to, your resume gets through. If you meet the criteria, you get a call back. You don't follow the rules, don't keyword optimize your resume, you get rejected. It is literally just that simple. It's a fact that 90% of resumes are rejected by the ATS. So out of maybe over 250 people who may apply for a job, only 2% will actually get a call back. Why is this? Well, there can be a couple of reasons why your resume is not getting through the ATS. It may be the improper format. It may have some really weird design elements in there. It may have a bunch of columns. It may not have the right keywords. There are so many reasons why a resume may get rejected by the ATS. Your best bet at getting past the ATS is to ensure, number one, that you're doing keyword research before you begin applying to make sure that the appropriate keywords that the employer or the hiring person is looking for is incorporated into your resume. Now, this does not mean that you want to keyword stuff your resume. You don't want to look at the job description and just cherry pick 15 words and make sure you just stuff them in random places. That's not what you want to do. But you do want to ensure that you're looking at the job description carefully and you know exactly what they're looking for. So if they're saying that they want someone with a bachelor's degree, who has great project management skills, who's an excellent communicator, who has experience managing maybe $5 million budgets, and you have that, then you want to put that in your resume strategically. This also means that your resume should not have a lot of complex or complicated design elements, such as a customized font or a very unique font. It shouldn't have a lot of columns. It shouldn't have a lot of pictures or graphics in it. And it also shouldn't have any text boxes. You also want to make sure that when you submit your resume, it's not in any other format other than Word, PDF, and plain text. Number 3 is to stay and get organized. Everyone does this, and in the past, I admit I was guilty of it too. You just start shooting off job applications, right? You just click apply, click apply, click apply, and you're not keeping record of how many jobs you're applying to, the name of the jobs that you're applying to. You're not remembering the names of the company. And so when a recruiter reaches out to you, you have to go through your email inbox to search for that confirmation email to figure out, oh man, what did I apply to, and what day did I apply to it, and what's the name of the company? That's unprofessional. Before you start job searching, you should have an Excel spreadsheet, a Word document, or some way to actually track and record the jobs that you're applying to. It should include the day that you applied to it, what you applied to the job using, whether it was a resume or your LinkedIn profile or your resume and your cover letter, and it should also include the name of the company as well as the name of the position. This will also allow you to track your job search success. So you can take a look at your sheet or take a look at your document and say, man, I've applied to X amount of jobs and I haven't landed one interview, or I have applied to X amount of jobs and I'm landing all of these interviews. That's going to let you know how well your resume is doing, how well your job search is going, and if there's anything that you need to do different so that you can start seeing the success that you want. It may mean reaching out to a resume writer to optimize your resume. It may mean trying to figure out a better job search strategy if you're not getting any results from what you're doing. Number 4 is to stay consistent. Inconsistency is the downfall of many job searches. Being inconsistent means that you may apply to one job 1 week, and then you wait 2 weeks, and then you apply to 5 more jobs. And then you wait another 2 weeks, and you apply to 2 jobs. And then you wait 1 more week, and then you apply to 3 jobs. That's inconsistent. What you need to do is set a number of jobs that you want to apply to every week and make sure that that number is attainable. So maybe you want to say, okay, every single day I'm going to apply to 5 jobs. That's about 5, 10, 15, 25 jobs a week. That's 50 jobs every 2 weeks. That's like 100 jobs a month. You have a better chance of landing an interview out of 100 jobs that you've applied to versus landing an interview from only 5 jobs that you've applied to. Listen to me. Job searching is a process. It's not something that you can just one and done. So in 2022, you're going to need to be consistent, you're going to need to be persistent, and you're going to need to be disciplined. So set your number of jobs that you want to apply to every day. Figure out what sources or what platforms you're going to use, whether you're going to use LinkedIn on Mondays, you're going to use Indeed on Tuesdays, and you're going to use Monster on Wednesdays, and you may message some people on Fridays. Whatever that's going to look like, make sure that you're actually setting a number that you can do. And set aside or try to figure out what time of day you're going to be doing this. For people who are currently still working in job searching, evenings may be better for you, or waking up super early in the morning to apply, or doing it on your lunch break. But make sure that you set a goal and you know when and how you're going to be applying to jobs. Number 5 is to make sure that you have all your documents together and all the documents that you need before you begin applying. Do not, I repeat, do not start your job search without having the following: a resume, your salary requirements letter, your cover letter, and an updated current LinkedIn profile. Now, most people, when they start job searching, they only have their resume. And then when they realize that jobs are asking for additional documents, they either have to pause their job search or they abandon it altogether. Please do not be the person that does not have their together. If you know that you plan on job searching, before you submit one application, here's what I want you to do. Reach out to a resume writer, right? Get a resume critique to figure out if your resume is at its best. Get some feedback on the critique, or have that person revamp your resume entirely. The same for your LinkedIn. Make sure that your LinkedIn is current, that it has the right keywords in it so that you show up in searches, and that it is professional and that it's polished. And when a recruiter looks at it, they're going to be impressed and it's going to lead them to message you. It's best to do those steps before you start job searching versus after you start job searching and your inbox is already filled with rejection emails and you've already kind of blown through opportunities that you may have been able to get if you had have taken those few pre-steps beforehand. Number 6 is to not rely on only one job board. Job boards are only one piece of the job search puzzle, and this is where a lot of people mess up as well. So when you are job searching, it should be an all hands on deck sort of thing, meaning that if you are actively trying to get the hell out of your current job because you cannot stand it, if you are on unemployment and your unemployment is running low and you're trying to hurry up and land something, or if you're just really anxious to get into a new job, you need to be using all of the resources at your disposal. That means that you shouldn't just be using job boards alone to find and apply to jobs. That's not a good strategy, you guys. You need to be using LinkedIn. You need to make sure that you're using professional association websites, and you need to be leveraging the power of your network to discover hidden opportunities. So stop relying on just job boards to get you a job in 2022. There are jobs everywhere, which means that you need to be in as many places as you can and using as many resources as you can to find them and to get them. That leads us to number 8, which is reach out to your network. Did you know that 85% of jobs are filled through networking? 85%. That means that someone knew someone who knew someone who knew someone that helped them get a job. That's a high number, y'all. Having a connection to somebody who works at the company that you're applying to can work to your advantage in so many ways. You may be able to find out about positions before they're even posted. You may be able to find inside information on what you should say in your interview to impress them, what your resume needs to say to impress them, and little bits of information that may be able to make you stand out. So before you start job searching, be sure to send an email, shoot a text, or even call current and past coworkers, current and past managers, industry peers, people who you may have met through professional associations, webinars, etc., alumni, and other people in your network as well. If you do not have a professional network, then it is time to get one by doing the following. And last but not least, team up with a headhunter or a talent agency to find jobs. If time is a big factor as to why you are unable to apply for and look for jobs, consider hiring a headhunter or a talent agency. They will be able to find, source, screen, and verify jobs that you are interested in on your behalf. If you can, try to find a headhunter or an agency that recruits for your field or your industry exclusively. This way, they understand exactly what you're looking for. They may know the verbiage, they may know the vernacular, they may know certain things that you just need to have on your resume or that you need to say in interviews that hiring managers may be looking for. To find a headhunter or locate a talent agency that's near you who can help you with your job search, consider using LinkedIn or Google. But before officially working with them, make sure you do a thorough screening phone call to make sure they understand what you want when it boils down to things that you're willing to do, things that you're not willing to do, the salary that you want, the type of companies that you're after, etc. Now that you've watched this video, I want you to go forth in your 2022 job search and kill it. I want you to use multiple sources. I want you to get multiple interviews, and I want you to get multiple offers so that you're able to choose the best job for you this year. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave me a comment as well. If you need a resume for your upcoming job search, I'd be more than happy to help you. Feel free to send me an email to hello@thompsonresumes.com. Also, go ahead and visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss my weekly videos, and I will see you all next week with more helpful content. Bye, you guys.